A way to, let's just go here and in the settings, and isn't there a way to stop that stupid thing up there? Hide the record window when record. Okay, it's actually turned on, so why it's still there? Not close app when you exit the floating window. Disable pop-up notification, no. Hide the oh, here we go. Hide the recording button on home page. I guess the home page must be in regards of. Okay, let's try to have that turned on for the next time. Don't I have any watermark on it? It should be on. Yeah. Show watermark in videos. Should be on. I'm not sure. Guess I have to check on you. No, I can't. Oh, I can't check my YouTube on this computer because of Google crazy. Oh, they closed one of my accounts down, and because it still goes into that account, then it locks me out of the. I don't have the possibility to then logging on the other. It's just stupid. Anyway, I guess. So I can't check it. I need to go on the other computer. But anyway, I was thinking, doing studies on Candida and all that. Candida albicans. And I remember reading an article in regards of, because I was wondering why does it itch? What is it that makes the itch? This sensation of having a devil in your private parts, which, whether a woman or a man and so forward, what is it that makes this itch, And I looked at the article and they said they really didn't know. I was like, that's kind of weird. So they gave like three different, maybe it was because of this or maybe it was because of that and all that, but they really didn't know what actually, maybe it was in regards of the yeast form, in regards to dividing, or maybe it was in regards to the immune system responding that made the itch. Or, as I would think, that would be much more likely, that you have the fungal form growing these, actually you have the yeast turning to a fungal form. And I'm thinking, you feel it, crawling and all that, and the heatness and the warmth and all that. And I'm like, wouldn't it make sense if these hyphae, these strings, these filaments, these, let's call it something, max, what's it called? I can't remember the last word for it. That's probably more words for it. But, they have different words for these strings. It's pretty, roots, whatever. But I think these roots are actually used for other things than just to root, right? So, but anyway, when you see some of the fungus, it seems like it's like roots, So, but anyway, wouldn't it make sense if the yeast have gone into the fungal stage and is now, making these, I have a video of it where you see them grow. Wouldn't that actually, maybe make an itch when this fungal, when these fungal filaments begins to grow into your skin and, and all that, just, talking about itching, right? In any case, so my own fault feeding it, feeding it bread and sugar. That was totally stupid of me, I should have known better. But apparently I didn't, Going to the bakery, stupid. Oh well, so anyway. So, looking at the pictures, trying to I might be wrong. I might be totally wrong and all that. And let's see if I might be totally wrong, but apparently they didn't know, according to the article I read, why the fungus or, the yeast or the candida was making this itch. And I'm like, if you look at the images and understand that this is actually growing, and it can grow throughout your body and all that, and pretty much be everywhere, it seems, in your eyes, in your, pretty much everywhere. Just, so yeah, when you talk to the white coat murderer, the butcher, and and you talk, hey, there's things in my eyes. Oh, that's just normal, totally normal. Everybody has them. Oh, really? Regards of eating meat actually being able to help me stop the itch down there. Oh, yeah, it couldn't have anything to do with fungus. Okay. What is these maniacs? You have no idea in regards of diets having, diet couldn't have been, couldn't have anything to do with it, or all this crap food that, actually we have good food sources we destroy on so many ways. God has given us the possibility of good food, and what do? Annihilate it all. Totally destroyed on so many levels that it's near hilarious. It's both sad and it's just hilarious that we can be so stupid. And that's the case. We are just stupid. We are we are just, I don't know. I don't know how many, how the Satanists are running this world. The Satanists are running this world, and ignorant people just following along. Let's just annihilate the milk, let's just warm it up and destroy all the enzymes, the vitamins, the good bacteria, and, all the, that sort of things. Let's just totally annihilate all that, and, make the milk into, give me a break, Oh yeah, and you still have the spores from the bad bacteria because they survive this thing, So you pretty much destroy the milk, and not only do you destroy the milk, of course, you destroy the cows making the milk as well, right? You force them to produce a huge amount of, quantity over quality, and then you give them, food that is not natural to them, and then you fix them with fungus poison and hormones that, this is whatever, this is a nut house. Oh yeah, I'm the nutcase, right? I'm the nutcase. Oh yeah, you just need to go on psychotropic drugs because you are just, what is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with you people, This is serious, seriously, what is wrong with you guys? I don't understand it. I really don't understand. These white coat murderers, these white coat Latin butchers, it couldn't have anything to do with diet. Oh, it couldn't have anything to do with fungus being in your eyes. Oh, you're not allowed to try this anti-fungus. Oh yeah, just get on psychotropic drugs. You're crazy, Just feed you with that will help. Oh yeah, that will help. Yeah. And I'm not the only one that gets this. What shall we say? Treatment. This treatment of bullshit. Because they're defending their own, system of murder, this filthy, bloody murder that murders, and people suffers and they just kill them off, and with all their mistreatment and misdiagnosis and all that, and couldn't have anything to do with fungus. Oh, it couldn't have anything to do with fungus. Oh, you're seeing ghosts. Oh, really? It's just incredible. What is it for? This is a sick world. This is just incredible, disgusting. You see, criminality. You see, what is it called? You see it everywhere. Everywhere. Total, what is it called? Can't remember the word at the moment, It's utter criminal. It's, what is it called? I'm missing the word when you have something that is just totally, and it's just everywhere. It's everywhere in society. And I'm still missing the word. So, any case, what was it called? I can't even remember. What was I thinking? What was it called? When you have, criminality, there's another word. You have, where is that word? I'll guess I'll get it at some point, But it really annoys me because I usually know the word, and it seems like it's just there, but it's not there, Anyway, I kind of get, it's kind of getting a little, what do you call it, weddy when I'm speaking these, because I'm getting kind of stirred up, and just spewing, just, Incredible. Anyway, my channel here. Let's see if I have the, apps. It's still on in regards to Jesus God Almighty. So I'm not sure why it says no, that is not on. There's, technology in the nutshell and these criminals and what's it called? I guess it might actually be a synonym and maybe not. It's not totally a synonym, I would think, but it's close, Let's see if it actually will go in regards of, criminality or something like that. Criminality. Why don't I know that? Criminality. Let's try that one. Corruption. Was that the word I was looking for? Corruption. Yeah, absolutely is corruption. I think that was another word. Corruption. Yes, absolutely, but it's corruption. Yeah, as you see corruption everywhere. Badness, depravity, crime, sense one, evil. Yeah, it's evil, of course. I know Satan is running this world, as the... he is the one that gives the power to the Antichrist with the number 666 and all that. As written in the book of Revelation. And of course, the last beast is Roman. So find the Roman Emperor and you'll find the Antichrist with the number 666. Yes! And he thinks himself he tries to look like he's a Christian. That's just utter bullshit. He's the pagan high priest, Pontifex Maximus. He's the so-called Holy Father, right? The so-called is blasphemy. Because there's only one Father and he is in the heavens. And these Roman papers, it's just incredible how they will defend these wicked lies and deceptions. But Yeshua did warn us about wolves in sheep clothing that would come by. He didn't warn us about direct stinking wolf like the false prophet Muhammad, okay? He warned us about wolves in sheep clothing, okay? What is a wolf in sheep clothing? Something that looks like the real thing, It looks like a lamb or sheep, but it's not, It's a wolf in disguise. And that's pretty much what we see in a lot of places. So anyway, in any case, let's get back to the Candida thing. So I'm doing research in regards to the Candida. I would have loved to actually already be on nystatin and diflucan. But apparently, I have the problem finding anyone that actually want to prescribe this because apparently I need one of these white coat murderers to actually allow me to try something that is, might actually work in regards of being antifungal. I actually just listened to Doc Kaufman, which have the program of Knowing the Cause, and that is another guy named Mike in regards of gut health and all that had, and I'm looking at these things at the moment, as usual, trying to, study and get more information and, try to discern the bullshit from the facts and all that. How is it that I need to use so much time on actually finding out and then not actually being allowed to any case, so I've just bought the 10 liter milk, and now of course this milk is not raw milk because you're not allowed to have raw natural milk. How God designed the cows to produce good nourishing milk for us. And of course for the cows and all that. But to have a good health and not get any cavities and all that. Because you can actually fix cavities apparently. If you just get the right nutrition and if your body. And you can pretty much be pretty healthy. If you just follow the things of God. And not destroy the food sources. Which of course we apparently have, a way of doing. So anyway. So I bought 10 liters of this guy, That was what they had. So I took all 10 liters. This is grass-fed milk. So at least it's grass-fed, This doesn't have... it's interesting when you read the articles about this milk, and then you figure out that every other cow seems to actually just get unnatural food sources and all that. This is apparently this is like something special apparently, that the cows are fed natural food. Natural fed, I think they call it, fed, yeah. And the kid, how, it's like, it's just like a new thing, apparently. Just give the real food sources for the cows, you see? With this insanity of it all. It's like, so it's a trial period, apparently this, so I'm not sure how many shops actually sell this, but it's still pasteurized, it's still Hitler milk, okay? So anyway, so they still have destroyed a lot of the enzymes, warming it up and all that, destroy the good bacteria and the vitamins and whatever, goodies that is in that. I don't think they actually did the thing with the fat thing. Can't remember what that is called. I think it's actually, it's not homogenized or whatever, but it's still pasteurized, right? This filthy practice of ours, let's just annihilate everything in the milk. This perfect food, let's just destroy this perfect food on so many levels and then say, milk is bad. Soda pop's good, apparently. Yeah, feed the fungus. I don't have words of how idiotic this is, how insane this world is. And apparently, if you're not sick and all that, you just go along, to get along, I guess, until you apparently, you might, and then you might break down and then they kill you, and if they, you might never actually get to realize there's something really wrong in this world. And then they just kill you, right? You get cancer. What could be the root cause of cancer? It couldn't be fungus, could it? No, it could not, because we have money, and we need money. So let's just radiate you, which is pretty much burning. Let's give you some poison, right? In regards of chemotherapy. And, we can always cut a breast off here and a breast off there and this and that. Let's have the knife, right? But I'm the maniac, right? I'm the total maniac. That seems to be a wonderful thing to do, these things, yeah. Oh my, what is wrong with you people, It's like, we couldn't treat it more natural, actually maybe going to the root problem of actually being fungus, No. Okay, so you live in an apartment where there's fungus mold in your apartment and you're getting fungus poison and fungus spores. You're inhaling all this crap and then you get cancer and you wonder why. It's just incredible, How is it like, no, but the cure is just around the corner. So give them, some more millions and billions and all that, Keep them more, keep a running course, so you can, run 4 kilometers or 5 kilometers or 10 kilometers and, the money goes to this, this criminal, this criminal organization that is actually have their product is cancer. Oh my. Anyway, let's collect some more millions to this system of depravity and, utter satanic bullshit. It's so good. Let's collect more money to these criminals because the cure is just around the corner since forever nearly, long time. We are just around the corner. And then you actually, when they found, like, for example, I saw this news thing in regards of DCA many years ago, and they found out, we cured, cancer in mouse in regards of DCA. Was it allowed? No, it's not allowed because there's no money in it, it's like... Anyway, you can go look on that on YouTube. At least it was there many years ago in regards to DCA. It was actually in mainstream TV. And the guy that, is well known and all that, I think he's a Mormon or something like that, actually. Can't remember the name of it. And he's like, that he's like, this is insane, He's actually, this, regards to this system of theirs in regards of money. I can't remember what it's called in regards of, that, it's like money is worth more than the life of people, It's just, what is this world? How can we actually put money on a pedestal instead of having people on a pedestal? It's I don't understand. Okay. No one wants to listen to me anyway, right? Yeah. I guess, at some point, you people hopefully will realize that something is terrible wrong, Seems like no one is going to do anything about it anyway, right? Because, and the interesting thing is that I can see that other people on the internet, I heard this nurse, for example, that was on Doug Kaufman's show, and I'm actually still on a marathon on Doug Kaufman, and it's called Know the Cause in regards to the cause being fungus and all that. Now, he is a Roman Catholic, so you really have to be careful in regards of discerning, in regards of all the pagan bullshit and all that, and that we are all good people. No, we're not all good people. We are all bad people. There's only one that is good, and that's God, okay? We're pretty much depraved of goodness, It's just like incredible how wicked we are, And if you can't see that, you need some glasses, because it's everywhere. It's just everywhere in our society. That's just incredible. It's just, Anyway, so there are some things though, absolutely. But, he has a lot of in regards to fungus as well. And, looking at other, so I'm doing a marathon on that, I think I have like 60 left or something like that. So I guess I've gone through around 60. Getting a little here and a little there. And, he does say, many of the things again and again. Sometimes that's a good thing, to get the understanding of some of the words and their language, the tongue of the doctors and all that. And, any case. So I'm reading here and there and actually found, a good amount of fungus pages about mycology. And mycology, this is the biggie words they use. Mycology is in regards of fungus, in regards to, what is it called? The research of fungus or something like that, And so I found multiple, slices, which probably will take me a long time to get through, but that is in regards of fungus, so I'll learn, some more in regard, that's huge amount of sources and all that. But I'm kind of annoyed that I haven't had the ability to actually try, nystatin and diflucan, and I do have one bottle of nystatin and I haven't started on it because what's the point if I don't have the access to diflucan? What's the idea of taking out all the fungus in the gut if I don't have the capacity, if I don't have the things to take care of it in regards to systemic. So, but anyway, at the moment I'm trying to make some yogurt, and it's going to be some really, really low pH yogurt, like 3 or 4 pH and all that. So, I should get some kefir grains again and all that. I've done kefir before, and it didn't really feel like it made it worse. You actually feel good. When you drink kefir, you get this feel good. At least I did. You get this feel good, but I was kind of afraid of the low pH and all that. But apparently, it seems like, as I understand it, that these baddies, Candida albicans, and apparently a lot of other fungus and all that, don't really like low pH, Of course, there's a lot of, information out there about this and that and all that. A lot of conflicting information, and I do wonder who could be the ones actually putting out all this conflicting information to keep us away to find out what is actually, it's just, when you have a multi-billion industry, right, any case, to protect their money machine. So anyway, so I have, so I'm going to make some milk and all that. I have some glass jars and all that. And I have yogurt coming along and all that. Here's one of the glass jars I'm thinking of using. I do have some 5 liters jars as well. I have all these jars from when I did a lot of sauerkraut and all that, and other things of fermentation. Here's one of them, biggie, 5 liters, and I have a lot of them. The thing is, I bought them and then when I stopped using, doing all these things, haven't really been using them much, but Yeah. Any case, I have them, so that's nice to actually have, at least have those tools. So I'm going to fill them with some milk and all that, and I'm not sure if it's called inoculate or whatever it's called. Put some yogurt in them that I'm making at the moment. I've just bought different kinds of yogurt because there's different strains of good bacteria. I guess it's probiotic actually. And I put that in the oven and all that. I do have some problems in regards of the heating of the oven. I'm a little concerned of it actually becoming too heated in there. I just, whatever. But it seems like the yogurt is becoming sour. But I'm thinking maybe I should make all the others in regards of outside. I know the kefir could be made outside the... in regards to the milk as well, apparently they put it close to the fireplace. And I'm thinking, this is like, for example, they're talking about raw milk, new milk, raw milk. And they would put it, this is like in old days, it has a little, this is a milk, actually it's a thick milk thing. And they talk about how they actually made it. They put it, not far from the oven or something else that I'm not sure what is. But anyway, it's in Danish, so that doesn't make it easier to actually translate when you don't know what it is. But it seems like they put the milk close to a warm place like when you're making yogurt in a. I've seen these crock pots. Apparently, you have a yogurt thing and it goes to 37 degrees or something like that. My oven seems to get a little more heated than 37. The problem is my temperature thing only goes to 40, and I've seen it actually, fill it out. So I don't know. I'm afraid it's getting a little too hot. Anyway, so it's like it doesn't keep the temperature, all there. Anyway, getting somewhat so it's you're getting kind of it's like all the doors for good health is like closed down. You want to try something, just close door, it's like, how do I get raw milk? Closed door. Well, 100 kilometers away, long away, I might actually be able to get raw milk. Now, I don't know how the cows actually, so I would have to figure that out. But that would be a pretty good trip to take to get some raw milk. I'm not sure how many liters I could travel with if I took the bus or something like that, and the train and all of that. And of course, they have a way of actually. I would like to have it raw, just from the cow. That would be pretty good. It's kind of it's just. It seems it seems like I'm a little locked in these things, how is it that you can't even get raw milk? And how is it that we haven't focused on how they actually treat the cows, what they actually eat? Why is it not actually on the milk itself? Why are they not told to actually say what the cows are getting fed? Are they natural? Going on grass? What kind of area? It should be enough room on the milk to actually, put the information there, right? Apparently not. Is I always hear excuses. Like I had this, let's see if actually, no, I don't have any. Like liver, for example. And I would like to know what is actually in the liver of vitamins. And I call them up and tell, hey, it would be nice to know in regards of the oil as well and all that. And it's like, it costs money and blah, 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 blah. And just like, there's no place on the package and blah, 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 blah. Bullshit! What is this kind of bullshit? It's just utter bullshit. That's incredible. Oh. It's like incredible. It's like, let's not check what is actually in the product. Like, just an approximately, know what is in the oil. Because the oil is heated up. So the question is there any goodness in the oil now that you have actually heated these things up and all that? But anyway, So one thing is to check the oil from the beginning, right? And another thing is to check it afterwards to actually see how much of it you actually degraded, how much it actually got degraded after you did what you did, and to the liver as well. And who knows? Anyway, I wonder, you could probably ferment cod liver, I guess. If you can ferment, cow liver and all the other things and all that, they call it high meat or something. I haven't never tried it. I actually did wonder if you could actually just do it with, the standard meat thing, which is chopped up and all that. Just throw it in a glass, close the glass, and let it sit for a month or two or whatever, and see what happens, It's a try, worth a try. But apparently there's some people that are doing this thing in regards of high meat, and as I understand it becomes sour, so like a fermentation process and all that. I don't know if it, some say they get high of eating it, like a good feeling, I think, as I understand it. I don't know. Anyway, I haven't tried it, but I know when drinking kefir milk, you could actually get a good feeling of drinking kefir. That was actually pretty nice, and the taste was pretty good as well. I would also advise a straw. I was afraid of in regards to my teeth and all that, and the same thing with the yogurt and all that. But I do have a straw somewhere. You can get these glass straws, which is pretty good. Oh, here we go. Sadly, they have a tendency to break as well, but there's a life guarantee on it. But of course, when living in Denmark, I do get them sent free to Denmark, but then of course I have to pay for getting them into the country, and that's incredible. It's incredible how much they will actually, give us money, right? It's like buying a product, and it's like nearly half of the product value that you need to pay for getting it into the country. It's just, it's just incredible. Some of the, I remember when I was, young. And I actually won a graphic card in a computer game, and it was sent from the US. And I needed to pay for getting my prize, This is incredible. Oh, now it's not like it was, overly, it was still cheaper than buying a graphic card. But give me a break, winning a prize, and then you need to pay for getting the prize, I think it was actually still pretty much. You needed to pay for it. It's just, give me a break. Oh yeah. So anyway, so I'm still thinking in regards of the itch, right? And the only thing that I can, rationalize or whatever is that when the fungus begins to make these strings, couldn't that actually, when I'm feeling like, after the explosion where I just feel it all over my body pretty much, out in my arms, up in my head, down in my legs and my, what is it called? I'm not sure what that is called in English, but the wallet down there in some sense. I don't know what you call it, I don't know. But anyway, I felt it like totally explosion in my body after I went down to the bakery. Just stupid. I should have known better, all these years and all that. And yet, at that point, I actually had figured out that meat actually helped in regards to my issue down there. One of my issues, and which actually, it's just wonderful to have that issue. At least that I'm able to control it. It's still feeling like it's there, but still wavering and all that. But going from up here to down here, just that's wonderful. Now I just have the itch over a kind of it's not as intense, but it's all over my body. It's like it's but at least you don't have that much of an issue down there. And as long as I keep to my diet in regards of meat. Not eating any sugary things and all that. That's incredible. So I do wonder if it's actually I'm looking into the gut thing and all that. I do wonder if it's actually a gut problem I have. But I really, I never really saw it as a gut problem. But thinking back, I know as I remember, I probably got some antibiotics in my youth. As far as I remember my earthly father, forcing a pill into me and all that I didn't want and all that, and that would probably have been antibiotic. I had, my ears hurted, my throat hurted. It's just a mess and all that, and. I was crying and all that, and really, stirred up in some sense. And he went out in the night on his, I don't know, it was called a scooter or something. Yeah, it's not a scooter, it's like, something like, and he got this pill apparently, and, I didn't want it. Now, of course, there was one thing I did. One of the reasons I didn't want it was because, everything that I took down hurted. And the second reason was that I felt this was not, something in me said that this is not good. This is not something I want. But of course, being a little child and all that, my earthly father forced it into me and made me swallow it. And I'm thinking, okay, that's, that could probably have done a lot of damage to my good bacteria. Yeah. But anyway, and I remember, I don't remember much from my childhood, but there's like glimpses here and there. And I remember having the itch in my butthole, having itch, like something is crawling and all that. And, and I was thinking, hey, maybe it's the fungus, beginning to, do its thing. I don't know. But anyway, so, but whatever, and of course then I have my misuse of alcohol and smoking, which is in regards to smoking these, man-made, cigarettes that's, apparently where they fix it like, and there's probably, mycotoxins in those and all that because it's, they have pretty much put everything, done as man always do and do stupid, pretty much. Instead of having natural, tobacco and all that, they have to do all these stupidities and make it, anyway. And drinking a lot of alcohol and all that. And then I got the itch down there, which was just horrible, absolutely horrible. And I'm very glad that I, over these many years, that it seems like I'm now able to at least control that. Now I just have the other itch, all over my body. But anyway, which, of course, if it's Candida, and I'm thinking in regards of the itch and all that, what could make the itch? Well, if the explosion from my breast and up into my head and down, it already had moved from, I actually had it like here. That was like a round thing here under my breast. And I felt it was like a black spot, of course I couldn't see. But I felt like it was like a black spot. I could feel it like underneath my breast. And it just exploded in both directions. And one went over here, up there, and turned, made a U-turn down in my breast. And the other around my breast and just making a U-turn down my breast. I don't know why it went, below my and then I maybe in regards to the path, I don't know if but that was what it did. I could feel it. I could feel the explosion, and actually this black spot went away after that. But I had this black spot, and I was eating things I shouldn't have been eating. But I was feeding the fungus. So could it be anything in regards to fungus? Yeah. I'm thinking, I don't know in regards to the words of metastasizing. I think that is in regards of cancer. But of course, cancer and fungus, apparently pretty related, But anyway, there's words for it when it's fungus, and there's word for it if it's cancer and all that. I think it's in regards of metastasize or something like that, and apparently it can move from one area to another area and all that. It couldn't be anything in regards of fungus, right? Moving from one area to another area, In any case. And of course, closing themselves in so they are not getting attacked by the system. Having at any case. So it already was in my breast, and a lot of things, it went out to my arms and all that. And then the bakery thing and all that just totally exploded, it totally exploded in my, it's up in my head, in my arms, the itch, down in my legs and all, just incredible. But, I guess I'm getting closer to, figuring things out, hopefully. Of course, they just think I'm a nutcase. Which is apparently not unusual for many people that, you're being put in the nutcase box. And of course, they want, this system wants to defend its, if they find, it's a fungus issue, and if they would show that actually, we have some fungus issues in the society, they could lose a lot of money. It's incredible. Yeah, because people will lose their job and this and that, and people are like, I remember, talking to someone, and in regards of, if we just gave the information in regards of health to the people, so the people could do the right things and all that, we wouldn't need all these sick places and all that, and she was, I think it was a woman, she was like, no, I would lose my job and all that. And he was like, oh yeah, that's the first thing we think about. Oh yeah, actually, instead of actually having healthy people, I would lose my job. That would be, what is wrong with you people? The response that I get from people is just, it's like, it's insanity. I'm in a nut house. I'm literally living in the nut house called the world, which is apparently much more interested in sickness and lies and deceptions and mammon, bloody mammon, instead of actually the truth and having, not give don't give the people the truth about health and all that, right? So they get into a lot of issues, and then you just drain them out of the money, or you, in regards to the state and all that the people are, fixing resources to and all that. And what do you do when the system that the government is then paying don't, just reject you and say, you're just a nutcase? Well, you have a problem. I don't understand why we get these nutcases right, in regards of course, the satanic system in regards of not telling the people and all that, but not the other kinds of, like, the natural path and all that. These people actually, go the natural way, and that's just incredible. That I actually also know something about Candida albicans. If you can find them on the internet, for example. It doesn't seem like we have that many in Denmark of these, but of course, if they're not getting, if you're like me, that don't have much resources and all that, what is your choice, because you're already drained from resources, right? So, this is... And then you figure out, there could be something I could actually try out and see it would help. I don't know if it would work, because there's still a chance, even if I'm, even if my diagnosis of myself is correct, there's still a problem, but I think that my diagnosis is at least a lot better than these white coat murderers, that's for sure. But anyway, at least there's a... this is incredible. Any case, okay, so there's a possibility that it won't work. And why is that? It's because Candida can be, it can be resistance to these things. The thing is, the fungus or the fungi has a way of being very, very good to adapt itself. It's actually a very vicious enemy when it goes, when it goes, what do you call it? When it goes viral in your body. So you can take something like oregano oil, which actually was like wonderful. It's like, I thought I had something that worked, I took a pill of oregano, really, really, really good oregano oil, very powerful and all that. And it's like, I got it's like I was released, somewhat, I felt pretty good. I was like, this is working. And then, over time it stops working and all that, I guess the fungus adapts, It's very, very sad. So, anyway, so it's absolutely a cruel thing, that makes your life miserable. So, and of course, if I had the information that I have now in the past, I wouldn't have done as I did in the past. Of course, we are ruining, of course, if they hadn't ruined all our food sources, I might not even have gotten it. If the food sources that I was actually eating in the past had actually just been good, natural food sources that hadn't been wiped, where they hadn't been gotten a Hitler treatment and a Holocaust treatment, and that the milk was just full of dead Jews and spores of bad bacteria or bad fungi and all that, that can survive this treatment and, destroying all the vitamins and the enzymes and all that makes it a lot harder to, it's just... And it's like there's an immune system as well you get from the cow and all that, I don't know if that also, that could, it's just, we don't know much about things. Well, actually, we do know things, but we don't know that much, actually. And yet we are doing things that is just, we have to annihilate, the milk and all that. In regards to beer, I was drinking beer and all that. Well, let's understand that they actually also do things to the beer. And in the past, they apparently used a lot of herbs, and herbs are antifungal, right? So, yeah, that's great, So, I might actually have had a lot of more difficulty with actually breaking my own system or actually having this fungus run amok. If it was not, if we just had natural food sources. Oh, yeah, we have so many things, in our days, but we're not allowed to have real food, You can get so many products out there, right? But don't try to get natural food, It's like, looking for fat, natural fat from a cow or sheep or whatever, yeah. Can you find it in any shop in Denmark? Apparently not. I haven't found it anywhere. Of course, we also slaughter our animals to Satan now. Oh, yeah. We actually have food sacrificed to false gods in our supermarkets all over the place. And no one seems to care about that either. 95% of the chickens are slaughtered to Allah, who doesn't have any son. And why? Because, the Mohammedans in this nation and blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, so let's just defile the whole population with food sacrificed to a foreign god, which is, not God. Which is, sacrificed to demons. Oh, to Satan. That's just incredible. Yeah. But we don't care. Apparently we don't care. We don't care, just... Let's go on, right? Let's just defile us even more, and let's get, it's just going downhill on so many levels, You really have to be aware if you want to find food that is not sacrificed to Satan, because the butchers is like, oh, it doesn't matter, It's just the same, and they mix it up together, and they don't even write, They don't even need to write it on the package, It's just, but it's going, they all use these stupid excuses. Oh, it will be more expensive if we are going to, hey, who started how can it be more expensive for those that doesn't want halal meat? Because you're paying to actually being allowed to put this satanic pagan halal sticker on your food. You're paying for doing that. So how can it ever be, no, it will be more expensive if this and, bullshit, Why are you even doing this? Why are you even sacrificing it to a false god, Hey, did anyone ask the people if they wanted it? Oh yeah, but we have so many Mohammedans, give me a break. And who wanted these pagan Mohammedans in the nation? Isn't there enough Christians being persecuted out there in the world? No, let's have the Mohammedans, yeah. Let's have them kill some more Christians, right? And making some more trouble. Because, there might be some Christians out there that is being slaughtered by this so-called religion of peace. That's really peaceful when you chop off your, the head of people, right? It becomes pretty peaceful, Maybe that was the one that we should actually, get to the nation, if anything, why import, these people that are following? I don't understand. Yeah. Here we have a lot of Christians out there being slaughtered by the very same religion of so-called peace. These total liars and deceivers and wicked wolves, And yet we are importing Mohammedans instead of, helping out Christians that are actually being murdered by this. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. Okay. Yeah, okay, so they make a crusade in the Middle East, and at the same time they're importing that, the enemy that they're attacking. It's just, what's the sensibility in that, Are we at war? Are we not at war, And who wanted us to be at war, by the way? That's not very Christian, is it? No, it's not. So why at Denmark, well, it says, we say we are a Christian country, why are we partaking in this? I don't know. But yeah, because, following the Antichrist, because he want, supreme rule over the whole world. And we're really getting close, Because no one stands up and say anything. And if anyone says anything, he's just a nutcase, right? Yeah. Because now the so-called Protestants are now singing love songs to the Antichrist. And the world is rounding around him. The high priest of paganism thinks he has any authority on the Christians. What a bullshitter. What an outright bullshitter. No authority over any Christian, Oh, well, I'm thinking to change times and laws and all that. Such a bullshitter. Full of crap, full of stinking crap and parasites, And these Roman Catholics, these Roman papists, these Romanists are following him. And they proclaim themselves Christians. Have to be kidding me. No. That's actually happening. These people, huge amount of people. That's just incredible. It's beyond words. It's really beyond words. What are you guys doing? Hey, wake up! Get out of that filthy system. This pagan system that just took on, sheep clothing, wolves in sheep clothing. Oh yeah, don't call anyone on Father. Why are the Roman Catholics? Oh, Father my this and Father my that, and even Holy Father. Yeah, okay, that's, Why are people so blind? Why are people so willingly blind that Yeshua said, there's only one Father and he's in the heavens. Hey! Oh, no. The unholy faker says, I'm the Holy Father. Oh, really? Really? Hey, my master said that, that's just bullshit, So I don't think I'm going to, take, I'm going, bye-bye, go away with you, Oh, yeah. I don't want you false, fake, crunchy, wafer God, it's incredible, and the Mary bullshit as well, yeah. Paganism with a disguise, with a surface of Christianity. Just paganism bullshit, These whole houses of the Roman Catholics, where they think, to sacrifice, Jesus Christ all over again for the dead and the living. Yeah, the cookie Jesus. Yeah, anyway, you can keep your cookies for yourself. Anyway, I don't want any part in your stupid cookies that can't save anyone, okay? Of course, people have been burned on the stake for rejecting the cookie Jesus. Because the Antichrist didn't like that, Oh, you have to believe in my cookie. Hey, I don't want to believe in a cookie. And I don't want to worship a cookie, Because it's stupid and it's idolatry with Satan. It's worshipping the so-called, God of the world, not the supreme God, the living God of Jehovah. So anyway, so keep your filthiness for yourself. It's incredible. Say, the broad way that leads to destruction is very broad. So yeah. Anyway, so as far as I can see, from the article and all that, and thinking over it and all that, meditating over it, I think it the itching things, when I feel the itching and all that, on the nose or on my legs or my stomach or whatever, I'm thinking, it might actually be these if when they exploded, I guess it might have sent out spores all over the body or something like that, or more in regards of it's probably, seeing on these fungus how they can make huge amount of these babies of fungus. It's probably all over my system. I'm thinking it would be interesting to see some blood work in some sense. To put it under a microscope to maybe see if I could find any. I don't know what I could find in regards of the blood. Might not find anything. I don't know. Or maybe taking a sample from the mouth or from the private parts or from the the butthole thing and all that, and then the trash coming out. Who knows? Of course, 50%, as I understand it, of Danish people, you can actually find the Candida albicans in this area, or actually here and in the gut and all that. Apparently, it seems like I'm not. I need to ask some questions in regards to this. This woman here is she's a Danish. She's probably one of the leading researchers on fungus, I think, on mycology, and I'll see if I can ask her. She's a professor apparently. And she seems to, it seems like she's one of those that knows something in regards of Candida albicans and all that, and fungus overall. So I'll see if I, can get some questions together and see if she wants to respond or something. By the way, here we have a picture of it. I printed this to show the doctor in regards to what it's a little hard to actually see on the camera and all that. So I printed this out and all that and showed the doctor in regards to this is what I see in my eyes. And he's, just totally, you just see the eyes, I actually turned it upside down. It doesn't really matter because it's going to turn around anyway, right? But you can see the spot, or the hyphae, just like that, right? And that's what it seems to be what I see in my eyes. Now, I have so many now, so it's just overflowing with, I would say, hundreds and hundreds of these, So it's hard to actually, in the beginning when they began to come around, I could see them grow little by little and so forward. And when I juice fasted, it grew quickly. Of course, I was feeding them, sugar. So that makes pretty much sense. But in regards of regards of growing and all that, it just makes sense that I'm thinking it makes sense if these things are going into your going through your body, and they can, apparently that's one of the ways they apparently get out of your gut, is because these things can bore through things, and then they can get access to your bloodstream and so forward. And then you also apparently can get dandruff, which I also have, which also pretty much exploded when I got this explosion and all that. The next time I did the thing, usually I have some dandruff and all that. That's pretty normal and all that. But it was just incredible how much dandruff I had. That's it was just it's like a layer of dandruff. It was incredible. Anyway. So usually I just take off my hair and all that. That's the easiest solution to, in some sense, it's taking the symptom away, I guess. It's not really going to the cause, because the question is, where is the cause? Where is the fire actually? Is it in the gut? Is the fire in the gut? Is that where it all begins? There might actually be. And then it can go into, in regards to women, it seems to be more normal in regards to women, where you can see it in the vagina and all that, and they can go to the doctor, and they can get a diflucan pill to take, to fix the issue. But the diflucan not only kills fungus down there, it kills fungus everywhere in the body. So, but anyway, if you're a man, couldn't have anything to do with the fungus infection, right? It's incredible how stupid these people are. And it's, who knows? 8 days of diflucan might actually have solved my issue from, 19 years ago if they wasn't so incompetent. And now it's all over my body, 19 years down the line, just growing more and more and here and there and all that, taking me down to the grave, pretty much. Making life miserable. Where's the help? Can you get any help anywhere? Nope. Put in the nutcase box. It's just incredible. Now, of course, it's not only me. Again, there's a lot of other people out on the internet that is being put in the same box. I can see the same stories about these. Oh yeah, that was in regards of the nurse. I think she was she was a nurse, yeah, and she also, and she talks about be ready to be put in the nutcase box. Oh yeah, I feel that. Yeah. Anyway, I should probably getting low on battery and all that, but I think the itch could probably come from these hyphens, these strings growing, because you can see them grow and all that. Again, I found videos on that on YouTube where you can see them grow. Very interesting videos that I found in regards to that. Trying to put the pieces together and all that. But anyway, and if they're growing in your body, like, and they grow into tissue and all that, and, wouldn't that make, maybe make it itch, I don't think it's a response from the immune system. I don't know, but that's the best, I would think that the itch would probably be in regards to these, moving around. Having, moving through. And anyway, have a good one. May Jehovah bless you, and may Yeshua be a most precious pearl, and don't let go of him when you have him. And may the Holy Spirit, the Spirit of truth, be in us all. Amen. Have a good day, all of you. Whoever sees it, probably none. But anyway, who knows?